Good evening. The time is 9 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Presidential debate number 2 is off, while number 3 seems to be on, at least for now. Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearings are underway, and still no agreement on an economic relief package. Those are the headlines. My name is Tom Edwards with more details now, coming to you live from Chicago. In the matter of the next presidential debate, the Trump campaign has done an about-face and is pushing for an in-person event now that President Trump has been cleared by White House physicians to return to his schedule following his coronavirus diagnosis. They have not given a clear answer, though, on when he tested negative last. Last week, the debate commission canceled the second debate scheduled for this Thursday the 15th and proposed a virtual format instead. However, the Trump campaign rejected that idea. Now it seems the Biden campaign is not interested in rescheduling the in-person contest, and Mr. Biden is instead set to participate in a town hall-style gathering to be aired live Thursday on ABC Network. Trump is in talks with NBC to host his own town hall. The third and final presidential debate is still scheduled for next week on October 22nd. Amy Coney Barrett appeared before the Senate Judiciary Committee today to kick off a week's worth of hearings on her way to a fast-track Senate confirmation. While her confirmation seems assured, the Democrats on the panel may be able to gain some ground in the health care debate during the hearings. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has already called on Barrett to recuse herself from a fast-approaching case on the fate of the Affordable Care Act. Early voting for the November 3rd election began today in Georgia, and thousands of voters lined the sidewalks and streets throughout the state. The weightiness of the election, regardless of party, kept people in line despite the inconvenience. One voter told USA Today newspaper, quote, "It is definitely worth the wait to get that racist sociopath out of office," end quote, as he stood in line outside the Bell Auditorium, which is serving as the first advanced voting location for Richmond County. Early voting lasts until October 30th in Georgia. A man is in custody following a deadly shooting at a protest in Denver over the weekend, but there is some confusion about his identity. Matthew Doloff was working as a security man for a local media outlet covering the event. Doloff allegedly shot someone following a verbal altercation in an area near a planned rally in support of police. The victim was later pronounced dead. The incident is the latest in a string of fatal encounters between ideologically opposing demonstrators. Authorities say an investigation is ongoing. In a rare moment of agreement, Democrats in the House and Republicans in the Senate expressed opposition to President Trump's $1.8 trillion coronavirus stimulus offer over the weekend, with White House negotiators now calling for a separate vote on small business loans until the deadlock on a broader package can be resolved. The White House's offer nearly doubles the original proposal from Republicans when talks began in late summer, but it is still about $400 billion less than the $2.2 trillion bill House Democrats previously passed. This leaves party leaders in Congress on both sides of the aisle unhappy. The proposal amounted to one step forward, two steps back, said House Speaker Nancy Pelosi of the administration's stimulus offer. That was in a letter she sent to her members on Saturday. Here is our nightly coronavirus update. President Trump claimed over the weekend that the virus is disappearing. Nothing could be farther from the truth. More than half of U.S. states are seeing increases in coronavirus cases, and 5 states, including Montana, New Mexico, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Vermont, have recorded a 50% rise in cases over the previous week. The U.S. now leads all other countries in active cases as well as the number of deaths. Other areas of the world, meanwhile, are trying to get ahead of possible resurgences. The Chinese port city of Qingdao wants to test around 9 million people after 12 new cases sparked concerns of a wider outbreak. France is adding more cities to its list of maximum alert areas as cases rise. And India's health minister is urging people to celebrate upcoming festivals from home as the country tops 7 million confirmed cases. Here are the current virus numbers from Johns Hopkins University Medical Center. Total cases now in the United States, 7,797,000, up by approximately 141,000 from Friday's number. The death toll now stands at 215,000, an increase of 1,500 over Friday's estimate. The financial markets and the weather forecast after this.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone. Connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
9:06 p.m. Central Time. In other news, the TSA, Transportation Security Administration, screened 984,000 people going through airport gates on Sunday, the most since March 16th. That's welcome news for airlines struggling to attract passengers during the pandemic. However, improved though it is still more than 60% below the same level 1 year ago, meaning airlines have far to go before reaching normal levels. On Wall Street today, upward movement on the three major indexes. Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 251 to close at 28,838. NASDAQ up by about 2.5%, a gain of 296, closing at 11,876. And the S&P 500 finished at 3,534. That's plus 57 points. And now our weather report. High winds and mountain snowfall happening across the northern Rockies. Critical fire weather alerts continue in the central Rockies and Plains, while on the East Coast, the remnants of Hurricane Delta will bring heavy rainfall through tomorrow. For Chicagoland, tonight mostly clear, bit chilly with a low around 47. Tomorrow, Tuesday, sunny and pleasant, high of 71. A bit breezy with winds out of the southwest up to 30 miles per hour at times. And then tomorrow night, continued clear, maybe not quite as cool, low about 50. Our current conditions, a few clouds, 58 degrees at Midway Airport, 55 at the lakefront, relative humidity 60%, and a northwest wind at 16 miles per hour. On the AccuWeather radar screen, parts of central Indiana getting some rain, lots of thunderstorms all over lower Michigan. But on the home front, it's all clear. The time is 8 minutes after 9. And once again, here at Radio City, we have 55 brisk degrees.
Live from Chicago, Variety Broadcast presents Radio Classics. Now, here's your host, Tom Edwards.
Get out in that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. Get out in that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. Well, roll my breakfast, 'cause I'm a hungry man. I said shake, rattle and roll. 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 Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. Wearing those dresses seafood store. I'm like a one-eyed cat peeping in a seafood store. I can look at you, tell you don't love me no more. I believe you're doing me wrong, and now I know. I believe you're doing me wrong, and now I know. The more I work, the faster my money goes. I said shake, rattle and roll. 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 Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. Shake, rattle and roll.
Bill Haley and the Comets starting us off on Radio Classics. Do you hear something shaking and rattling and rolling? It's just the hollow insides of my head, I guess. 11 minutes after 9 o'clock. Well, how are you tonight? Hello to some of our regular friends. I see Carlotta is along. Susan is here. Pat from New York. Celeste is joining us. And a good old friend, but a newcomer to the program. Say hello to Dawn Marie. So glad you joined us. Nice of you to stop in. Let's see. Now, did you hear, by the way, the lyric in that Bill Haley and the Comets song about one-eyed cat peeping in a seafood store? Yeah. See, you mentioned seafood, and here he comes right away. He is a seafood kitty cat too, by the way. He absolutely loves shrimp and salmon and tuna and all of those flavors. We spend a lot of money around this joint buying Temptations. Those seafood flavored treats, he likes them. Well, as far as political, just one item on the agenda tonight, a brief one that I will share with you. I was a little bit lazy tonight, so I'm just copying a post that I put up earlier today on Facebook. If you've already seen it, already read it, well, sorry for the repetition, but I do know some folks who are listening who haven't seen it because they don't have computers. Some of my friends I know who are listening. Anyway, or not members of Facebook, one or the other or both. Anyway, the post, I labeled it Amy Coney Barrett and Trump. And now I'll read it. Healthcare, abortion, those are secondary points. Focus for a moment on how her appointment relates to Trump himself. Remember always the way he operates is transactional. You hear people say that about him all the time. What's in it for me? If he loses the election, which is becoming more and more likely, thank God, it would be to his advantages to have a sympathetic judge, or maybe another sympathetic judge on the Supreme Court. But I'm not referring to election challenges. I know there's a lot of clickbait out there, and there's a lot of scare talk among some of the programs on television and radio and YouTube and whatnot. But as far as election challenges, unless it's extremely close, along the lines of Florida in 2000, Bush versus Gore, most of these Supreme Court justices are not so nutty that they would overturn an unquestionably valid election result in broad daylight. I just don't believe that's going to happen. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think that is a distraction. Where Trump really needs compromised judges is in the matter of his own future personal cases. He's going to have to fight for his freedom in terms of criminal charges once he is out of office. Now, he may finagle something where he can pardon himself or have Pence pardon him. Theoretically, he could resign on January 19th. Pence becomes president for the day and pardons Trump. Well, he's off the hook then as far as all federal charges, but that does nothing to alleviate state charges. And he's going to have to fight those tooth and nail in court, and some of them will no doubt wind up before the U.S. Supreme Court. He is brazen enough to dangle a Supreme Court seat in front of someone by framing it 100% quid pro quo. You know he would do this. I take care of you by giving you this important job, and then you take care of what I need down the road. See, that kind of crooked behavior is just ingrained in him. That's just his normal modus operandi. That's the way he works. And a religious fanatic who has driven herself completely batty over the matter of abortion, like Amy Coney Barrett, she is precisely the type of screwball who will accept such a deal with the devil. She may or may not keep up her end of the bargain with him, and wouldn't that be a hoot if she stuck it to him in the end? I'd love that. But meantime, she won't pass up the chance to gain a Supreme Court seat so she can attack Roe v. Wade. She will agree to whatever winks and nods and promises Trump wants to hear. His legacy is going to be one of lingering damage, not least of which being the dark influence he has had on others. He infects and corrupts people like a parasitic bacteria. And having said that, I'm going to go wash my hands and get some sanitary hand wipes. I'll be right back, and we'll get our trivia game off the ground after this message. Don't go away.
Worked too hard, you ate too much, the cheesecake made you greedy. Let your aching head and stomach hear this message from old Speedy. Alka-Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Ah, those Speedy Alka-Seltzer bubbles burst into action to relieve your upset stomach and aching head fast. Use only as directed. Oh, what a relief it is. What a relief.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. My control panel tells me, as always, that we have some folks listening in the background, and that's just great. I am delighted you're here. I just want to let you know what options there are for you. If you wish, you can sign in with a nickname, and then the automation will let you jump aboard our chat board, and you can then chit-chat with the other folks, and, if you wish, join in our trivia game. You don't have to sign up for a full formal account. You can if you wish, but that is an option, not a requirement. You can just plug in a temporary nickname, and that'll work too. So those are your options, just letting you know what's there. But if you just want to hang back and listen, that's great too. I'm just glad you're tuned in. Now, we have a fabulous game show that we do on our show, Trivia Masters, and we have the best contestants, the best players, the best panelists in all of cyberspace, in all of outer space, in the entire universe, in fact. That's you, and I'm glad you're among the crowd. All right, this is how we do it. We play for Monopoly money, and whoever accumulates the most Monopoly dollars by the end of the broadcast wins a fabulous grand prize. Tonight we are giving away the third of the railroad properties, Baltimore and Ohio, the B&O Railroad on side 3 of Monopoly board. That's the grand prize for the one who accumulates the most Monopoly dollars. Now remember, please, no search engines, no Google or Bing or Yahoo or Siri or any of that jazz. Be careful about multi-part questions. We do those from time to time. And your entry can't be counted unless you answer all parts of the question, if it is a multi-part question. Okay, those are our simple rules. Now that that's out of the way, let's get the fun going, shall we? Rocky, would you be kind enough to push the button on the old machine for me? Thank you. Here we go. Question number 1. $25 the value. Food is the category. Almost everybody calls it frying. Fry me an egg, fry me a hamburger. But technically that's not correct. For something to be fried, it must be dunked and completely submerged in hot oil or fat. What is the correct name for cooking something on a heated skillet with just a dab of butter or oil? $25, food is the category. Everybody calls it frying, but that's not really what it is. When you have a skillet, fry pan with just a little bit of butter, dab of oil, that kind of thing. What is the correct word when you're cooking in a skillet that way, other than fry? All right, give it a shot. Good luck. And meantime, let's enjoy the music of Hall & Oates, Just For You, on Radio Classics.
I'm tired of playing on the team. Ooh, it seems I don't get time out anymore. Would it change if we set the pace face to face? No one even tried to score. And I can feel the magic of your touch. And when you move it close, a little bit means so much. And oh yeah, you've got to understand, baby. Time out is what I'm here for. One-on-one, I wanna play that game tonight. One-on-one, I know I wanna play that. One-on-one, I wanna play that game tonight. One-on-one, so slow. Ooh, you can't tell me you don't miss me, girl. No, I think I might know you too well. Oh, I wonder what you'd say if you knew that I was coming tonight. I want you, can't you tell? Ooh, one-on-one, I wanna play that game tonight. One-on-one, I know I wanna play that. One-on-one, I wanna play that game tonight. One-on-one, so slow. Ooh, that's all you need to know now. But if it's really right, there's nothing else. One-on-one, I wanna play that game tonight. One-on-one, I wanna play that game tonight. One-on-one, I wanna play that game tonight. One-on-one, I wanna play that game. On one, girl. Ooh, there's nothing else but you and me. I don't want no one else. I don't want no one else. Ooh, baby, I'm tired of playing. I'm tired of playing. Ooh, I don't wanna play those games no more, no more.
Hall & Oates, Radio Classics. Let's see now, 1 on 1 is 2, and 2 on 2 is 4. And it's 24 minutes after 9 o'clock. And we will be right back with round 1 trivia winner after this. Don't go away.
Let's put together some great go-togethers. One hungry boy, one boy-sized sandwich, a piece of fruit, and then watch one lunch come to life with good hot Campbell's soup. Campbell's nourishing tomato soup is a great go-together with a ham and cheese sandwich. Another great go-together, Campbell's vegetable soup with a sliced chicken sandwich. Or you might prefer Campbell's chicken noodle soup with a hot dog. All great go-togethers. Any kind of sandwich, so many kinds of soup.
Soup and sandwich, soup and sandwich. Have your favorite Campbell's soup and sandwich. Anytime or weather. Soup and sandwich go together.
Have you had your Campbell's soup today?
As Susan points out to us on the chat board, tomato soup and grilled cheese. Yes, that is a classic combination, isn't it? In fact, I think there's a law about that. You can't have tomato soup with any other kind of sandwich except grilled cheese, right? And what do you do to make that grilled cheese? Carlotta has the correct answer for us. Absolutely. Deep frying, technically, is a vat full of oil and you dunk it. That is what frying is. When you put something in just a little shallow bit of butter or oil in a fry pan, sauté is what you're doing. In English, S-A-U-T-E-E. In French, sauter, S-A-U-T-E-R, meaning to jump, of all the strange things. I guess they were thinking of jumping from the frying pan into the fire, huh? All right, question number 2 now. And Carlotta won $25 on that one, by the way. $20 now. Sweets and treats are category. For this candy bar, they used to run a TV commercial where it would wind up floating through the air, and then they would say the tagline, "It's really big, but it's fluffy, not stuffy." It's still on the market, although they don't run that same advertising. But name the candy bar. All right, $20. Sweets and treats, the category. For this candy bar, they used to run the TV commercial where it would wind up floating through the air, and then they would say the tagline, "It's really big, but it's fluffy, not stuffy." That candy is still on the market, although it uses different ads now. But name the candy bar. And while you're thinking about that one, how about Human League? I'm Only Human on Radio Classics.
Dry your eyes, wipe your tears. Never like to see you cry. Won't you please forgive me? I wouldn't ever try to hurt you. I just needed someone to hold me, to fill the void while you were gone, to fill the space of emptiness. I'm only human, of flesh and blood I'm made. Human, born to make mistakes. So many nights I long to hold you. So many times I looked and saw your face. Nothing could change the way I feel. No one else could ever take your place. I'm only human, of flesh and blood I'm made. Human, born to make mistakes. Please forgive me.
The tears I cry aren't tears of pain. They're only to hide my guilt and shame. I forgive you, now I ask the same of you. While we were apart, I was human too.
I'm only human, of flesh and blood I'm made.
Radio Classics. The band is called The Human League. The song is I'm Only Human. Feline is good too. Don't worry. Don't give me those dirty looks. Okay. Let's open our history books now, shall we? 12th of October as we look back in time. This date in history. On this date, the 12th of October, 1492, after sailing across the Atlantic Ocean, Italian explorer Christopher Columbus sights a Bahamian island and believed that he had reached East Asia. Well, he wasn't the most direction-wise explorer, was he? In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. 1940, on this date, silent film star Tom Mix died in a car accident in Arizona. 1964, the Soviet Union launched Voskhod-1 into orbit around the Earth with cosmonauts Vladimir Komarov, Konstantin Fokstyov, and Boris Yegorov aboard. Took longer to pronounce all their names than it did to fly into orbit. You know that? 1997, on this date, John Denver, sad note, died in an aircraft accident. He was piloting a small plane and lost control of it due to probable mechanical problems. On this date in 2007, former U.S. Vice President Al Gore was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to increase public knowledge about man-made climate change. 1960, on this date, in a speech at the United Nations, Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev pounded his fist on the table, took off one of his shoes and waved it in the air, possibly pounded it on the table too. There is some disagreement about that. The Assembly President, Frederick Boland of Ireland, broke his gavel trying to call the meeting back to order. 1870, on this date, General Robert E. Lee, the commander of the Confederate Army of Northern Virginia, died at his home in Lexington, Virginia. He was 63. Famous birthdays today: Dick Gregory, American comedian and civil rights activist, born 1932. The late Luciano Pavarotti, Italian operatic tenor, born 1935. And if you want to know the names of the other two tenors that made up the three tenors, I always forget. I had to go look them up. Placido Domingo and Jose Carreras. And then Pavarotti made the third. Hugh Jackman, Australian actor and singer, is 52 today. Nancy Kerrigan, the American figure skater, celebrating number 51. And the gal who arranged to have her leg injured, Tanya Harding. Remember that scandal? Former NBC newsman and now Fox newsman Chris Wallace is celebrating 73. And finally, Marty McGuire, one of the Dixie Chicks, is 51. That's our look back in history. We will look now at the trivia game coming right up.
No little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little longer, stay close a little longer, hold tight a little longer, longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer, make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
Audience, big round of applause for round 2 trivia winner. That would be Celeste. Nice job. $20 for Celeste on the Sweets and Treats win. The name of the candy bar we were looking for, yes indeed, the Three Musketeers. Fluffy, not stuffy. And here we go with question number 3. Name That Tune is next. Oh boy, oh boy, oh goody, oh goody. $25 on Name That Tune. This was a big hit in the year 1983. That's all you get in the way of hints, okay? I think you'll get this one. Now, as always with the Name That Tune, it is a two-parter, so please be sure you include both singer and song so that your answer can be counted, okay? $25, Name That Tune. crank up your volume just a little bit. Listen carefully. Here comes your audio clue.
That tune.
And then we'll take it higher. Working so hard like a soldier. Can't afford a thing on TV.
And now, here's more of Radio Classics with your host, Tom Edwards.
Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Then down came a jumbuck to drink at that billabong. Up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee, and he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Then down came the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Down came the troopers. 1, 2, 3. Righto, where's that jolly jumbuck that you've got in your tucker bag? You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. Righto, where's that jolly jumbuck that you've got in your tucker bag? You come a waltzing Matilda with me. So up jumped the swagman, and he sprang into that billabong. I love that bit. You'll never take me alive, said he, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
And there we have the fine Australian fellow entertainer Rolf Harris, waltzing Matilda. Here's a little bit of trivia for you. Not a real trivia question, just a funsy. Matilda. Did you know that was Mrs. Trumbull's first name in I Love Lucy? They revealed that one time, and I'll tell you which episode. Never Do Business with Friends. That was the one where Ricky bought Lucy a new washer and dryer set. And Fred decided he was going to be the big sport and buy the used machine, the old washing machine for Ethel. And it broke down in short order, fell apart and sprayed water all over their kitchen and everything else, remember? And of course they had a big fight about it because Fred decided he was going to renege on the deal since it broke down, despite the fact that Ricky begged and pleaded and threatened him not to take it because he didn't want to do business with friends. Fred insisted, and so they let Fred take the machine and it fell apart. Well, then Fred reneged on the deal, didn't want to pay. But fast forward, a repairman comes to take a look at it, and the repairman was played by that old character actor who was around for a long, long time. Great character actor. You remember Cliff Norton? He played the appliance repairman, and he happened to be the nephew of Mrs. Trumbull, the neighboring tenant in the building. You remember Mrs. Trumbull, of course. And at one point he called her Aunt Matilda. All right, write that down. We will use that as a trivia question some long distant day. And now, as far as our real trivia game, we do have a winner on Name That Tune. Good job. I'll tell you about it in just a moment.
Then Goldilocks said, Who's been eating my porridge?
Mother Nature, was this on the porridge?
Yes, lots of my delicious butter.
That's chiffon margarine, not butter.
Margarine? Oh, no. It's too sweet, too creamy.
Chiffon so delicious it fooled even you, Mother Nature.
Oh, it's not nice to fool Mother Nature. If you think it's butter, but it's not. It's chiffon.
Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. Oh, are we back on the air? Okay. That's not the name of that tune. No. But Celeste did have the correct answer. Good job. Celeste had the fastest fingers on that one. We had a couple of correct answers come up, as I knew we would, but Celeste got there first with Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue. Big hit from 1983.
Electric Avenue.
1983, Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue. That is a street in the Brixton district of South London, so named because it was the first ever street to be illuminated by electric lights. And that is the name of the street, Electric Avenue. And Mrs. Trumbull lives there. All right, here comes question number 4. Geography, our category this time, $25 on the barrel. This is Arizona's third largest city. Its name is based on the Spanish word meaning table. Tell me that city. Arizona's third largest city. Its name is based on the Spanish word that means table. First correct answer on the board wins 25 Monopoly dollars. Tell me the name of that city. And while you're working on that one, I'm going to open up the treasure chest of musical memories and see what goodies are in store for us tonight.
Thanks for the memories. You'll never know just how much I miss you. You'll never know just how much I care. And if I tried, I still couldn't hide my love for you. You ought to know, for haven't I told you so? A million or more times you went away and my heart went with you. I speak your name in my every prayer. If there is some other way to prove that I love you, I swear I don't know how. You'll never know if you don't know. You went away and my heart went with you. I speak your name in my every prayer. If there is some other way to prove that I love you, I swear I don't know how. You'll never know if you don't know now. You'll never know if you don't know now.
Radio Classics, a classic indeed. There we have Dick Haymes and the song Spinners. You'll never know. You know what is distinctive about that? Did you listen carefully? No instruments, all human voices. Occasionally it sounds like there's musical instruments in there, but it's not. It's men and women going like bum, 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 bum. The big musicians strike that lasted from July of 1942 until the end of 1944. And they did record a number of records like that, using only human voices, no instrumentations, because all the instrumentalists, the musician players, were on strike. 9:49 in the evening, 11 minutes till quitting time, and we have a winner in our trivia game. I'll come back and tell you about that in just a minute.
She likes people, people like her, and people who like people like Dial.
Dial soap never lets perspiration odor come between friends. Ordinary soap leaves thousands of bacteria on your skin, sort of like this, and these cause perspiration odor. Dial with AT7 removes most of them, not just from underarms, but all over. Dial protects you long after your daily bath. Never lets perspiration odor come between friends.
Ooh, and people who like people like Dial.
Aren't you glad you used Dial? Don't you wish everybody did?
Oh, yes, I wish everybody did. All right, audience, nice round of applause for Trivia Round 4 winner. That's Celeste. She's got a winning streak going. Good job. Geography, the category. Arizona's third largest city. Its name is based on the Spanish word meaning table. Mesa. Mesa, Arizona is absolutely right. And so that brings our scoreboard up to this. Celeste is leading with $70. Carlotta in second place with $25.
Your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before.
Radio Classics bringing you the talents of Rita Coolidge. Your love is lifting me higher. Now, let's see. Are we all caught up on the trivia game? I believe we are. Celeste picked up $25 on the last one, geography. All right, so our scoreboard then looks like this. Celeste is in the lead with 70. Carlotta in second place with 25. And we'll be right back with question number 5 after this.
From the valley of the jolly,
ho, ho, ho,
green giant, Good things from the garden, garden in the valley. Sally of the jolly green giant. Summer green, snapped and fresh, kitchen sliced to taste their best. Tender beans are coming from the valley. From the valley.
These Green Giant green beans start from special seed and grow into these tender, thick meat beauties. Then they're kitchen sliced at an angle to bring out all their flavor and freshness. Taste the difference yourself. Try Green Giant brand kitchen sliced beans. And if you prefer, you can get the Green Giant's French-style beans, too.
Good things from the garden, garden in the valley. Valley of the jolly, ho, 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 Green Giant.
And here we go with question number 5. TV trivia this time, $25. This NBC sitcom starred Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt as a married couple living in New York City. Aired for 8 seasons, 1992 through 99. Near the end of the show's run, they had a baby daughter whom they named Mabel. Tell me the name of the show. $25 TV trivia, NBC sitcom with Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt, married couple living in New York City. Near the end of the show's run, they had a baby daughter and they named her Mabel. Tell me the name of the show. Give it a shot. Good luck. Meanwhile, Herman and the Hermits for you. Silhouettes on Radio Classics.
Took a walk and past your house late last night. All the shades were pulled and drawn way down tight. From within the dim light cast 2 silhouettes on the shade. Oh, what a lovely couple they made. Put his arms around your waist, held you tight. Kisses I could almost taste in the night. Wondered why I'm not the guy whose silhouettes on the shade I can hide. The tears in my eyes. Lost control and rang your bell. I was so let me in or else I'll beat down your door. When 2 strangers who had been 2 silhouettes on the shade said to my shop, you're on the wrong block. Rushed down to your house with wings on my feet. Loved you like I never loved you, my sweet. Vowed that you and I would be 2 silhouettes on the shade all of our days. 2 silhouettes on the shade.
Herman and the Hermits for you, Silhouettes on the Shade. That brings us up to quitting time. I'm going to head out now, but thanks for tuning in. Before we go, we'll settle up the trivia game. First of all, round of applause now for all of our good players. Thanks for participating. You done good. That last one, TV trivia, the show we were looking for, Mad About You. Absolutely right. And Celeste, boy, she cleaned up tonight. Celeste caught that last answer as well, TV trivia. So the final score, Celeste came in with 95, Carlotta with 25. That means Celeste is our grand prize winner tonight. And you can add the B&O Railroad to your portfolio with our compliments. All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow night, same time, same channel. And on behalf of Mr. J. Cat Rockefeller and myself, you have a wonderful evening. Keep your mask on. Don't listen to the crazy man. Listen to the medical experts. And, if you want to share the broadcast, I would appreciate that. We have a push button on the website now where you can do a share on Facebook. That's one way to do it. Or if you want to tell folks in person, that works too. Just let them know to click in TomEdwards.com. tomedwards.info. That's tomedwards.info, I-N-F-O. That's me. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow night. Take care.